Relationship is really hard work. There are periods of uncertainties, betrayal, and giving up. There are also times when there would be uncountable butterflies in the belly, times of unending promises of love declarations and passion. The relationship is important, and it can be an exciting adventure if managed properly. This comes with a lot of sacrifices and cumulative progression during hard and soft times. It took God to come down to this earth in human form and die to create a laudable and loving relationship with mankind. Nobody can survive in isolation. The world is created in an atmosphere of relationship. A relationship is like the farmland that needs consistent labor to see the desired result. Relationships require work, and giving up on them prematurely can deter your chances of finding long-lasting love. The relationship goes beyond feelings and emotion because these can easily fade away at the slightest sight of test and time. God, who understands how it works, should be the source, initiator, and controller of any kind of relationship that will lead to a successful relationship, especially marriage. It must be a divine order from Him first. So when troubles come, you feel like giving up, check if the initiator is still involved. If you're convinced that he is still in control, then don't give up. This is why it's important as a child of God, you should take orders from Him before venturing into any relationship. If not, the ship of the relationship might eventually capsize. So, since God has been the sailor of this ship, and now that the whirlwind is tossing against it vehemently, you must make Him the anchor in this critical time of trial and difficulty. Know that the authenticity of any relationship comes from the intensity of fire it has gone through. Let me narrate the story of this young man and a lady called Joseph and Mary. Joseph discovered Mary was pregnant, but to his surprise, he did not know that it was by the divine order of God through the Holy Spirit. Joseph, chagrined but noble, determined to give up on the relationship quietly, which is justifiable, but while he was trying to figure a way out quietly, God told him not to hesitate to get married. Wow, never give up now. You always need to keep remembering your God-given convictions and confirmation in this difficult time so as to not give up. Vision is like the wheel of any relationship. Can two walk together except they agree? Vision is a strong knot you cannot easily lose in your relationship. The vision you share must be put into check before calling it up. Yes, any marriage without vision can be boring and frustrating in the long run. Keeping your vision alive is keeping the fire of your relationship burning. Remember that this adds value to your journey, so far which you cannot throw away for dogs to eat. A foolproof exercise in understanding whether giving up on your relationship is the way to go is to visualize your future. Envision how your life will be if you decide to be with your partner. Compare this vision with how your life will be without your partner. When you visualize your future life without your partner, you may initially experience sadness, fear, regret, longing, disappointment, anger, etc. Keeping these painful feelings aside, focus on the rest. How do you feel apart from the pain? Do you feel relieved that your partner is not in your life? Do you feel like you two are meant to be together? Do you feel this strange resistance to being alone? How you feel will provide you with clues about whether giving up on a relationship is the right choice or not. Keep remembering, renewing, and envisioning that family and career you want to build with your partner is important in keeping you moving. Have you also checked if your partner is an adherent supporter of your vision? Is your partner excited to share your wins and losses and to encourage you in every way? Please do not give up yet. You can still work things out. There is nothing compared to having a supportive partner. The global economic meltdown poses a serious threat to the youth, making many feel inferior to their God-given capacity. This also can be toxic in a relationship. The traumatic experience of high levels of unfaithfulness among the married project a negative image of an unsustainable and fulfilling marriage among prospective couples. If all these are popping up in your relationship, it will pass with time, but your short-time and long-time vision must be in place. Remember the emotional time you have shared as partners. This can be good therapy for whatever tension and hard times your relationship might be going through. Improving the situation may require both you and your partner to walk down memory lane. To truly fight for what you love, try to think about how and what made you feel for your partner in the first place and vice versa. Was it a magical moment or a series of events? Or was it something just special and unique that connected both of you? The memory lane of friends this relationship has brought down cannot be thrown away. This is very important in building your mental capacity and considering well that the pain of separation is not only limited to you and your partner, but also those whom God has brought your way in the cause of this journey to shoulder the journey with you. However, society is no longer encouraging sustainable relationships that are worthy of emulation, especially relationships that lead to a dream marriage. The high rate of moral decadence built a thick skin in the heart of many to defile the sacredness of relationships. Or we should look at the increased flow of divorce flying in the court of law, mostly among celebrities and even the clergy who suggest impossibility in the hearts of young ones that a correct relationship is not worth it. This might want you not to have value for the memories you shared with your partner, but instead of giving up on a relationship, see if the only light that got dimmed is the spark that was there at the beginning. You can still feel that spark. You need to hold on. Do not give up. Another important sign to look out for in your relationship before giving up is the personality check. Is your partner still the same person you fell in love with some time back? Are there butterflies in your belly anytime you see your partner? Does your heart still flip at your partner's voice? Then you don't have to give up. There are times when you feel dissatisfied with the state of your relationship because of issues that vary across the board, in as much as they are not life-threatening. Remember that your partner is fearfully and wonderfully made just for you by God. You need to thank and appreciate God for the way He has made your partner for you. The uniqueness of each person cannot be shared. Often the feeling of giving up is aggravated by making constant comparisons to someone else's life and relationship. Your perception of someone else's relationship can make you accept defeat in your relationship. If you continue the comparisons, you will end up overlooking all the positive aspects of your partner. The relationship is unique when we humble ourselves to learn from each other with understanding. Giving up is a sign of defeat that may hinder you from recording victory in the other relationship you will eventually find yourself if you give up. Working through the thick and thin is a collective responsibility of both partners. The help counselor is highly crucial on the verge of throwing it away. You may be going through a tough time in your relationship, but remember, you are born a champion and you cannot give up. The success of your relationship now is a sign of a glorious future ahead of you. Take your stand and fight for what you believe in. With these, you might think it is easier to give up on your relationship than risk hurting the person you're with based on your issues. However, if you care about the person you're with and want to be with them, it's important to give them a chance to help you work through whatever fear you're dealing with. If they love you and care about you, they will want the chance to do this. Your investment through the honest art of communication is not negotiable. Relationship building can be challenging. For it to grow into maturity and not giving up on it can also be rewarding. These are well-established facts of life. Every relationship is unique because every individual in the world is special in their own way. However, there is a common occurrence in romantic relationships. Relationships do reach a point when one or both partners may wonder if it's worth it to stay in the relationship. Or are you at this stage in your relationship? Take a step back and reflect before giving up on your relationship. Life, they say, is not a bed of roses. The decision to end a relationship is tough even. At times, it comes with severe consequences. So it is best not to take such an important decision rashly. However, some signs should be evident in a relationship to show that there is hope for a greater and a brighter future. Look out for those signs in your relationship if you are already thinking of giving up.